Coming up, we have new information on what's next for South Dakota's Attorney General.
Plus, we hear from Governor Kristi Noem about running for a national office. Good morning. This is Kelly Land on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A parolee is waking up behind bars this morning, accused of trying to escape from an ambulance. It all started Wednesday afternoon near the Ramada along West Russell Street in Sioux Falls.
Police say when they showed up, a man ran through the Ramada and threw a gun on the ground. Once officers caught him, they called for an ambulance due to cuts on his hands.
And as they got to the hospital, as soon as they stopped, he jumped out and took off running. He was still handcuffed at the time.
Officers arrested 36-year-old Justin Walker on several counts, including parole violation, fleeing police, and possession of a firearm by a former drug offender. Authorities also arrested 36-year-old Cassie Harrison on past warrants and drug charges.
A 45-year-old man was arrested after an incident outside the Bishop Dudley Hospitality House Wednesday night. Police say Dyson Keene had assaulted several people inside and had been asked to leave.
When officers got there, police say Keene threatened to shoot several people, including the officers. Keene was arrested on several charges, including disorderly conduct, threatening law enforcement, and reckless burning.
A Sioux Falls man is behind bars following a pursuit in Lincoln County. It started just before 9 a.m. Thursday when deputies spotted a stolen vehicle on the south side of Sioux Falls.
The deputy attempted a traffic stop and the driver took off. The driver hit another vehicle before the chase came to an end in T. Anthony Lloyd was arrested on multiple charges.
Turning to weather now, the warm trend is continuing here in Kettleland.
Let's send it over to meteorologist Scott Munt for a check of our weather.
All right, well, good morning, everybody. We continue to follow warmer weather as we do head through the weekend. It could end up being the warmest air of the year. Something we'll continue to monitor. We do have some 70s in our forecast for this coming weekend, and that will continue into early next week. There's some changes come around midweek. We'll have more details on the Kettleland Live Doppler forecast coming up.
Thanks, Scott. South Dakota's Attorney General is scheduled to appear in court next week to face 3 misdemeanor charges in connection with the fatal crash last September that killed a Highmore man. Documents released Thursday indicate his first appearance is scheduled for March 12th at 4 p.m. in Hughes County.
Even though a judge has put a gag order on the case, Governor Noem defends her decision to release video of Ravnsborg being interviewed by detectives.
We released the 911 call months ago, the toxicology reports. We released other information outside of those videos as well.
Governor Noem is calling on Ravnsborg to resign, and there's been mounting pressure by several law enforcement agencies asking him to do so as well. Today, Donald Trump Jr. and his girlfriend will host a fundraiser for Noem's gubernatorial campaign at Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort. Her national fundraisers and appearances have caused speculation that she intends to run for president in 2024.
Noem was a keynote speaker at the Conservative Political Action Conference, or CPAC, in Florida last weekend. The next day, she appeared on CBS's Face the Nation. Kettleland's Angela Kennecke asked Governor Noem again about her intentions on running for a national office. Noem says she is just telling the story of South Dakota to the nation.
That is the message that I carry, and it has helped us recruit businesses to our state. It has helped us recruit families to our state, more kids in our school buildings, more state sales tax coming in to help fund special services, and it is something that I'll continue to do.
Noem says she intends to run for re-election for governor in 2022, but on Thursday she did not say that she would not be making a run in 2024 for the White House. For doctors and nurses who work in critical care units, the last 12 months have been some of the toughest of their careers. They've had to watch patients die from COVID-19 and face the danger of exposure themselves.
They say in South Dakota, the worst of the pandemic hit during October and November. A nurse in the intensive care unit at Avera Hospital says it's hard to explain how bad it got.
It's hard because everyone has different views about COVID and about the reality of it and what was real and what wasn't. And basically I've come to the conclusion that if you don't see what we saw in the ICU or what we saw in the hospital, you just don't understand. There's no way that we can truly explain to people what our patients went through and what we went through.
Molly says seeing people die week after week was tough, and there were days she dreaded coming to work, but she knew she had to be there for her patients. She's also thankful for people who followed safety guidelines and tried to be careful.
And that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Good morning, Brian.
All right, weather this morning, guys. As we look at the forecast, we have foggy weather for some this morning. Dense fog advisory along the James Valley, and a little push there to the west. Pierce had fog issues this morning, so be advised of that. I do think in the short run, though, the mild weather will continue. We've got an area of low pressure to our south, a storm system there. High pressure generally controls things for the weekend, so that's a fair weather pattern. Could see some clouds at times, but it's not going to be all that much. And then we expect next week by Tuesday, Wednesday, trough in the west. Again, the possibilities of spreading some moisture our direction here. We'll continue to see how that all lines up. It's probably a pretty good signature across the central southern plains into the Great Lakes for more moisture. But anything we can get, we've got so much drought going on in the lower 48 right now that this will be important as we get ever closer to the growing season. And obviously, these kind of temperatures lately are reminding us of that spring is officially around the corner. High today, 63 in Rapid City, 62 in Chamberlain, 55 Sioux Falls. Lows tonight with some patches of fog around, 29 Sioux Falls, 31 Mitchell. Tomorrow, we'll pick up a southeasterly wind, a little stronger, 15 to 25 in Pierre, high near 70. That's a mild number, and I think Sioux Falls is going to jump again on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Mid and upper 60s likely. Overnight lows also coming back into the 40s. Now, there could be rain by Wednesday. That system, again, watching the trends, I would favor southern areas more than the northern areas of South Dakota. That's our preliminary outlook right now on that chance of moisture by Wednesday into Thursday. So continue to watch the details. I think we'll cool down a little bit. 47 in Pierre by the middle of next week. And also some 40s will come back for Rapid, but for this time of the year, certainly not drastically colder. Check out the details with our Storm Center update right now at KETHLAND.com.